Welcome back. We are the Aussie Dime Dotters. Today we're going to be going over some of the games that have happened in the past couple of days. Then we're going to move on to our top five at each position going into the new season.
Yep, so starting off with the first game, Bucks 76ers, Bucks winning by 1. We saw Damian Lillard's debut. Fucking great game. 39 points, 8 boards, 4 assists.
Doing what he does, really.
Yeah.
Coming out, hitting the clutch shots. He hit a nice N1-3 on Jaden Springer, I think it
I
was.
don't know if that was a foul, but look,
it got called a foul.
It got called.
Foul's a foul.
It was just a great debut. I mean, there's not much else to say in it.
Almost a 40. Yeah, almost a 40 piece.
Jesus.
First game. And like Giannis took a step back. We saw him getting 23 points with 12 boards. I mean, a lot of misses if he's got 12 and Dame has 8. A lot of misses, but 23 points, we saw him taking a bit of a backseat in that one. He did say after the game that it was Dame's team now, so it'll be interesting to see who's steering the ship over there.
And on Philly, Tyrese Maxey, 31 points. Man, what a great player. I love Tyrese Maxey.
I'm telling you, most improved. I said it from the start, most improved.
He did. He definitely had a great game. Will he be able to consistently play at that level, though, is the question.
You got his play of the week. He averaged 30 PPG. I mean, it's looking like it.
6 boards and 6 assists as well.
Yeah.
For someone that wasn't really passing that much last season, he's come out and, I mean, I guess he has to with Harden sitting on the sideline and no real point guard. He started off really well, which is quite good. We saw Embiid in that game. He struggled a little bit. He still had, 24 or something like that?
Yeah.
24, 7 boards, 6 assists. Like all around, you look at the stats, it's all right. But watching the game, he looked a bit lost, and Philly looked a bit lost to me.
Yeah.
So considering they only lost by 1, I'll take that.
And that's with Kelly Oubre putting up nearly 30 piece.
He's been really good off the bench.
Yeah.
Averaging like damn near 20. He had a bit of a slow game yesterday, but no, the first 2 games he's been killing it. Good bench piece to have.
Yeah, great bench piece. He went 5 for 6 from 3. I know that. He had a great game. Great 6-man. I'm going on to the Bulls and Raptors. 104 to 103 Bulls taking that one home.
Pretty sure that was in OT as well.
Yeah.
Caruso hitting the clutch shot.
And then DeRozan actually had 2 free throws and he missed the second one to win the game.
Tough.
So he
They still got out of there with the dub.
Yeah, still came out on top. He still had 33 points in the end as well, 4 steals.
Yeah, for DeRozan.
For DeRozan, that's surprising.
At his age as well, that's a good hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Levine in that game only getting 8 points, bit of a struggle there, really.
Yeah, but he managed to follow it up. Although they lost to the Pistons, he followed up with a 51 piece, so he redeemed himself a little. But that's what worries me about the Bulls this season. They're a bit all over the place. They're not consistent. Like, you have DeRozan had 33 and then he'll go for like 15. You have Levine who have 23, then 7, then 50. Like,
it's very inconsistent. And then Levine had I think it was 47 after the first 3 quarters. He only scored a couple of points in that 4th quarter.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm not saying they deserve to lose, but man, they could have come out on top, especially against the Pistons. No one had a great game over there as well. So
yeah, I mean, we'll get into the Pistons game a bit later, but yeah, back to that Toronto game. I want to highlight Scotty Barnes. I think he's elevated his game another level. He had a triple-double that game, 22, 10, and 10, 2 blocks. I think he had a steal as well. So he's really doing everything for them. He's running the point. He's playing defense. He's just entertaining. And he's still young. So he's got a good career ahead of him, especially if he keeps this up, considering Siakam didn't have the greatest of games against the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, that's all really about the Bulls. If we can go to the Grizzlies, starting off 0-3. God, they really are missing John Moran, I guess.
Yeah, they're a bit lost without him, that's for sure.
Yeah, suspension's definitely hurting the team there.
Yeah, extra scoring. They miss that. A bit of playmaking. They have Marcus Smart who will get 6, 7 assists, but
that defensive backcourt though, John Moran, Marcus Smart, I think, because Ja's underrated on defense, I think, honestly. Well, really, do you guys not?
It's average.
I'd say yeah, he's mid. He's a mid defender.
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still got time to develop. I'd just say he's mid.
Okay.
I think going to the Grizzlies though, the one highlight and like good part of their team is Derrick Rose off the bench. He's 35, 36 now, and he's averaging at least 10 points per game off the bench. Like that's pretty solid for them for a backup PG, which is something they need. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Jar comes back, if he still plays those minutes he's been getting or if it drops off. But no, he's been solid off the bench.
I will say I was a bit surprised to see the Grizzlies go on 3 to start the season, especially since last season they did pretty well without Ja. Although it's not the exact same team, you'd sort of hope that maybe a bit of that would come into this season. But...
I mean, I guess they missed Steven Adams a lot of last season too, but this season I think they're missing him even more, and he's out for the whole season with the knee or whatever it was he did.
Getting a surgery is out for the whole season.
So they missed that big presence. Obviously, you'd hope Jaren Jackson takes over that, but this game he had 16 points, which is like average for him, but only 5 boards.
Yeah.
Coming off a depoy, you'd think, or as one of the biggest depoy candidates, you'd think he'd have at least 10 a game with like 3 blocks.
Yeah, or a steal. Like he needs to really up his game while Jar's not there. Like, you know, no one's being outrageous at the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane's probably their best player in that game.
And he's looking good. Like he's
looking alright. I mean,
he's averaging like 24 a game.
Yeah, he's more of like a Clay. He's not like a Steph where he can just take a dribble off the screen and pop a 3. No, he needs some time. I won't lie, but 26 points, you can't complain.
Yeah, their loss to the Wizards, like you'd think that'd be a free win for the Grizzlies, but they went down. What was the score? 113-106.
Yeah.
That's almost a 10-point loss to a Wizards team. Yeah, they've got Poole who had a good game with 27. They had Kuz who had 21 and 12 or something like that. But you look at the Grizzlies roster, even without Jar, you expect them to win that game.
Definitely.
Moving on, the Nuggets and the Thunder. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say. Sorry, mate. There's just not much to say about that.
I'm going to say it was complete domination that game.
That game hurt.
Purely because Shea just didn't hit his shots.
Yeah, didn't turn up in that game. It was actually really hard to watch, especially Shea. It's not like he was taking any really bad shots either. He was just missing. And I was surprised to see Chet score the most points on the team, being matched up with Jokic. That was definitely a surprise. But
like, I don't expect Shea to shoot 12.5% from the field again. Like,
no, I don't think it's going to happen. Not honestly. I'm willing to bet on it that this would be the lowest amount of points he'll get this season.
Yeah, because like you look at his first games, he had 33 and then 34. Like, I don't expect him to drop off that level. I thought when I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe he got injured. He wasn't injured. He just had a poor game, and I mean that happens, right?
Yeah,
everyone's bound to have a bad game.
Yeah.
Right, every now and again. Hoping that is his last, horrible game. 12.
Considering he still had 7 points, he still dished the ball out and had like 8 assists or something. So like, I mean, if you want to look at it from a positive perspective, that's still good.
Yeah, at least he turned his mindset into I'm not hitting. Let's give the ball around. That's the player you want. And then on the Nuggets, Jokic 28 and 14. Just doing Jokic thing.
Doing his thing, really. I mean...
Saying he had a bad game as well.
Yeah, if they're going to dominate the Thunder, it'll be through Jokic. It'll be through Jamal Murray. It'll be through MPJ. Like, I mean, the Nuggets are just the Nuggets.
Yeah.
They're going to be tough to beat. But I think going back to OKC really quick, as you said, it's interesting that Chet had the most points with 19, but he only had 4 boards.
Yeah, as a 7-footer, you kind of expect more, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got to get in that weight room, put a bit of muscle on, put a bit of fat on even.
Yeah.
He needs to be stronger going up against the bigs, because as you see, he'll get destroyed by Jokic. He comes against Embiid a couple of times, he'll get destroyed by them. Like any solid big man,
that's got some muscle on them.
it'll be hard to defend.
Yeah. Sorry, Thunder got smoked.
But they're still it's still a good start to their season. What, they're 2-1 now? Like,
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
doing.
I'm still very happy with how we're going.
again,
Things considered.
you take a loss to the Nuggets. Like, not many teams are gonna destroy the
Yeah,
Nuggets,
no.
let alone beat them. So you'll take that, I think.
Yeah.
Move on. Hawks actually beat the Bucks. That is surprising.
In Lillard's second game, he put up a
God.
stinker.
He had
So he had a great debut, and he put up a stinker the second. This is where it goes back to who's steering the ship in Milwaukee.
6 points.
I think it should be Giannis.
I think.
Giannis should be steering that ship. For him to say Damian Lillard should be is a good teammate thing to say.
But
Yeah.
as a leader perspective, you would think, no, I've been here longer. You can still be the two-man, but I'm going to do everything.
And Giannis is in his prime. It's
Exactly.
not to say Lillard's not, but Lillard's past that age of where he had more athleticism, more
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
He's still a great player, but also I think if Giannis I don't know what's happening behind closed doors, but if Giannis just says to him, look, it's my team, I think Lillard would respect that. He puts up the
Yeah.
numbers, he's led the team to a championship already. That's probably what should have happened.
Again, we are reacting 2 games into the season, so give it time. They'll obviously gel. I don't expect Lillard to shoot 16% from the field again, similar to Shea. Have 6 points. He's finding his feet, but yeah, I think it comes down to who's going to steer that ship, how they're going to play these rotations, because I noticed in the first game, yes, Lillard was having a good game, but Lillard played more minutes than Giannis. I don't know if this day and age that's the right move.
No.
I think Giannis needs to be on that floor.
Yeah, no, Giannis should be definitely steering the ship because he was actually running the point at one point. Lillard, they don't really have a backup point guard. So Giannis kind of has to do it all, which honestly, if you need to rely on him, he's there. He will put it up. And then moving on to the Hawks, I mean...
Well, if we flip it over to them, we can't take away what they did.
No.
What they did was great. They've had a very harsh start to the season, and losing 2 of their first games, and then coming out and beating the Bucks. Mate, that's a statement. I think they're going to turn their season around. Trey, 20-10 guy. Like, he's doing what Trey does.
Yeah.
DeJounte's there, getting his points, getting his steals. I want to highlight that all the starters in that game over Milwaukee had 10+ points each.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
That doesn't happen often.
No,
Yeah.
so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised the Hawks won. But, I mean, with Lillard having a crap game, it is what it is. But,
Look at their bench as well, the Hawks bench. I calculated that. They put up 50 points. Their bench unit.
Yeah.
50.
Wow.
Like, you're going to win if your bench is doing that.
Definitely.
And your starters are all putting up 10+ each.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. We can go to the Kings and Lakers game. That went to OT.
That was exciting.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching the end of it. It was a very interesting, entertaining game. De'Aaron Fox nearly a 40-piece.
He's that
Oh
guy.
my God,
He's that guy.
just-
He was playing most of that fourth injured. He was limping up and
Yes,
down the court.
he
He
was.
turned his ankle early in the fourth, I think it was. And he was still running that unit.
Yeah, no, he's just doing what De'Aaron Fox does, just speeding up and down that court. And yeah, to put up nearly 40 while injured is impressive. And Sabonis having 12, 15, and 5. Wow. That's...
You know what's crazy as well? They went to OT. They finished the fourth quarter without Sabonis. He fouled out. They went to OT. Obviously, De'Aaron was hurting. I don't think De'Aaron played a minute in OT. So the Kings won this game in OT without De'Aaron, without Sabonis, over the Lakers, who had LeBron, who had AD. Like, that was the Malik Monk show.
And Malik Monk and Harrison Barnes, man, they had a blinder. I know, what's his face, the bloke that got the 3-point. Anyway, no,
The Kings.
yeah,
Kevin Huerter.
yes, he hit the shot to give him the lead in OT, and man, he's looking good off the catch and shoot.
Yeah.
If I want him shooting the 3 ball, if I want anyone on the Kings shooting, I want Kevin Huerter my God, he's a good spot-up shooter. He's got
So he's been struggling to start the season, but he had a redemption game yesterday, which he needed, which is good. I'm going to disagree with you there. Obviously, this guy's a bit unhealthy. Like, he's injured. He's got his thumb taped and stuff. But give me Keegan Murray to shoot that three.
Ooh.
Bro, he's a sharpshooter. He missed the game-winning three, yes, but he was deep and his shooting hand is all strapped. Like, bro, I want him to become more aggressive. He's a great shooter. We saw what he did in Summer League. I think it was last season. Summer League MVP.
He was putting up like 20, 30 points a game, but in my opinion, I would rather Kevin Huerter.
I can respect it.
I would honestly respect Kevin Huerter as well.
Yeah, I can respect it.
Yeah.
I think off the dribble, I want Keegan Murray. Off the catch and shoot, just fully uncontested, I want Kevin Huerter.
I mean, we're leaving Fox out of the equation, but yeah, he's shooting really well from three this season. And he's not afraid to shoot it like he has been in past seasons. Like, he's taken another step. It's so good to watch him play and not be scared in a way, but let's just hope that this turned ankle was a turned ankle and nothing more.
I think it will be. I reckon he'll be fine. He'll come back, recover, as he always does.
Yeah. He's a Iron Man of a player.
Yeah, really is.
He doesn't miss many games. We'll go over to the Lakers.
Lakers.
Look, LeBron played a lot of minutes that game. Obviously went to OT,
Yes.
so his minute restriction goes out the window a bit there.
Yeah.
27, 15 boards for LeBron and 8 assists. So a near triple-double for Bron. He's looking good.
It's year 21.
He's still doing LeBron things at 21. Ageless.
He's clutch, though. Let's be honest, he didn't win the game, right? And I'm going to blame that on defense. Off the lay to go to OT.
Yeah.
And then he hit the 3 in OT as well.
Yeah.
So he's got that clutch factor. It's just the defense was the reason they lost that game in OT. Just absolutely poor defense.
I think LeBron just needs to be more aggressive driving to the rim. Like, he settles for a lot of jumpers, and you look at him drive to the rim, and he bullies anyone.
Who's going to stop that?
Out of the way.
Other than a deep white candidate. Like, he's got the speed and the size and the strength to just go up and yammer on someone.
So,
no one's really stopping
I reckon
him.
it's just that trying to be careful of not getting injured.
Yeah.
He's old, his body's going to be a bit more fragile now. He's got ridiculous athleticism still. I mean, we saw it we've all seen the photo. The Nuggets had jump.
Yeah, the jump.
Yeah, what was that? That was inhumane. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
He was, Jesus.
So he's still got the ability. It's just learn to control and maintain it.
Yeah, he just wants to be careful, I think.
Mm.
We look at AD, another good game, deep boy candidate if he keeps this up. Another 3 blocks. He had a 30-piece, 16 rebounds. It's what you want from AD.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah.
Better than when we were talking about him last time, and he had 17 in one half and then finished with that.
Yeah.
So this is what we like to see from AD.
Yeah, it's a big improvement. Hopefully he stays consistent, like doing this on the daily.
I think we know he's a good mid-range shooter, but I think the same as LeBron, I want him to stop settling for a lot of the mid-range shots.
Yeah, I want him going to the post, maybe a hook shot, maybe just bully ball, and get a dish out, man. Like, as you're the center, you're going to have, a lot of people just crashing on you. You can look out for, like, D'Lo, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves having a good season so far. I want Davis to be a bit more aggressive. He's got 30 points just off shooting middies and a couple of threes, that's it. If he's more aggressive, he could be looking for more. And obviously, if he stays consistent, and the health factor also plays is a big play.
Hopefully he can keep healthy.
Yeah, he's very injury prone.
Which we've seen season in, season out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I find it funny how LeBron said he doesn't read the social media and everything about the inconsistencies of his game. That's a LeBron lie right there.
Yeah.
That's a LeBron lie. We've seen plenty of those.
Le Cap,
that's it. No, it's 80s. I reckon he's reading it. And I don't know what it is. It's actually really frustrating how inconsistent. Every second game or third game,
Yeah.
it's just bad, good. And it's like, come on, man. But hopefully, come finals time, he might, or playoffs, sorry, I should say. Come playoff time, he should get a bit more consistency by the end of the season.
We hope.
Yeah, we can only hope.
We can hope. We've seen him go missing before. A bit like Embiid. He has really good regular season games, goes missing in the playoffs. Obviously, the playoffs are a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Again, yesterday we saw Philly taking down the Blazers, as we expect. Just wanted to go over this quickly. Embiid had a really good game. He's finding his feet. Again, he had 7 blocks. I think he had like 34, 8, 9 rebounds, couple of assists, 7 blocks and like a steal or 2. But he's very dominant, but I'd need him, being an Embiid fan, I don't want to see the flopping continue.
No, well,
Getting annoying.
they've implemented the tech for the flops now, which I've seen a couple of times. I do like that. But yeah, if you're a Joel Embiid, you're a 7-footer, don't flop.
Yeah,
Go to the ring, and take the contact. Stop being, that crybaby that just sits there.
We go back to Maxi as well. He's coming around off screens, picking up the ball, catch and shoot, step back threes. I'm just like, this man.
So mesmerizing, man.
I enjoy watching him a lot, no matter who they play.
Yeah.
We flip over to Portland. Shaden Sharp had a pretty good game. He had like 18, 19 points. But Scoot Henderson, I know he's a rookie, but man, he needs to find his feet quick. He said he wants to fight for this
Rookie
of the year. Mate, he put up like 2 points that game.
Yeah.
On Maxi. Maxi's not a good defender.
Yeah. He is having trouble finding his feet. He had a lot of hype. He had a lot of faith. But no, he's struggling, man. People thought he was going to be like MJ, Michael Jordan, being the 3rd pick, and
People or you?
No, people, him being the 3rd, MJ being the 3rd pick, and him coming out and just winning Rookie of the Year. But no, he's having a lot of trouble with it. Portland can have a decent season if he picks it up.
Portland are just weird, man. Like, you look at DeAndre Ayton, who should be going out and giving you at least 15 and 10 a game.
Yeah.
Like, he came into Blazers media day all happy, which is good to see. And he goes, oh yeah, I'm bringing my dominance to Portland. My name will be Dominaden. Mate, he's averaging 4.8 points per game.
Yeah.
I don't know. You put him in Phoenix, and yes, he was playing with CP, but even when CP was injured, he was still 15 and 10.
Yeah, he was still having decent doubles, but
so I don't know if I don't know if he's not getting his touches or he's just not aggressive, but he's definitely not dominating anything.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that Portland team.
No?
Portland, no. Like, at least the Rockets, like, not one of the best teams in the league, but, there's potential, there's growth. It's still relatively fun to watch at times, right? That Portland team's a struggle. I have no enjoyment watching it. So far, it's been bad.
Yeah.
But hopefully there's a turnaround.
I mean, you look at Rockets, they got really close in against Golden State the other day. They almost brought them down. 4th quarter, they were tied, and then obviously Golden State went on their run.
Exactly.
Draymond looked okay in his season debut, but the Rockets almost had him. I like watching, look at Alperen Sengun. He's like a baby Jokic. He's so fun to watch, man. Look at Amen Thompson. He's fun to watch as well.
Yeah.
I like watching Dylan Brooks get cooked by Curry.
That was, oh my god, that was the
Nasty.
highlight of the week, bro.
Even Curry couldn't believe it. He shot the shot when he was like, I was like, did you see Embiid's reaction after he got the N1 on Malcolm Brogdon? He's like,
boom.
Yeah, that was
funny.
That was quite funny. He's definitely getting fined for that.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
yes. You can't do that, but it is very entertaining.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching that sort of stuff.
There's been some good things so far to start this season. How's your guy Ben going? You want to highlight him real quick?
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Hey, you hit a double the other day.
It was a near triple-double too, so respect.
He's finding his feet slowly but surely.
Yeah.
He is. I'm still saying most improved. I'm still considering.
Over Maxi!
No way.
You not see what Maxi's doing.
I love Tyrese Maxey. He's in my preferred team. I love Tyrese Maxey, but I know Ben's gonna have his breakout season. Trust me. He's gonna have his breakout season.
Let's pause for an intermission and find out what he's doing now. Since the game's on right now against the Hornets, they're up 99-83 with the 4th quarter that just started. Fair play to Ben. He's shooting 5 for 6 from the field.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 11 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
Breakout season.
Pretty good, but mate,
He's gonna get a triple double.
That's not most improved.
He is gonna be most improved. Considering where he's come from, He's gonna get it. He's gonna have a good season.
Mate, he's got to beat out Mikael Bridges. He's got to beat out Tyrese Maxey. He's got to beat out Scotty Barnes. Cam Thomas at this rate, who's averaging like 25 off the bench.
But who's assisting him?
Probably not
Simmons.
Ben, because Ben's not coming off the bench.
No, Ben Simmons. No, I love Benny Boy. I can't wait.
know.
I can't wait to see him. I love watching him on the daily. It's great fun. Great Aussie.
Alright, shall we get into this next part and do our top 5 from each
Position.
position?
Yeah, next segment. Let's go.
I think that's the play. All right. Who wants
Right. Let's move into the first part of it. We're going to do our top 5 going into this season for the point guards. Then we'll move on shooting guards all the way through centers. Yeah, we'll name it, see what our list are like, see how similar they are, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So if you all want to name, let's start with our number 1
Number
point
one
guard.
PG?
Yeah,
Luka.
Luka.
I've got Curry.
We knew that.
we
We
knew
knew
it.
I knew it.
Curry was coming as number
I've
one.
got Curry.
I don't mind it.
Respect, I've got Luka at 2. It's close cut between them. I put Curry just above. I've got Luka in my 2. So just below. So
I'm saying, like, look at the teams. Like,
Just
Luka's going to be able to rack up the stats.
Yeah.
The thing is, Curry, if I wanted someone to win, I would go with Curry. I
Yeah.
really would. But if you look at all around, rebounding, assists, points, like, Luka does it all. So in terms of, getting the stats in there, Luka's just a better performer.
yeah, as I said, I'm not mad at that. It was hard for me to place them
Mm.
1 and 2, but I put Curry 1, Luka 2.
one of the reasons I put Luka is as well. Look at his game the other day. The 50-point, that
Yeah,
3-point hook
crazy.
shot. Oh god, I love Luka. He's just so entertaining. He plays at such a slow pace. He's like a modern day Magic Johnson nearly. Plays so slow. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He just knows what everything's
I can
happening.
respect it. Like, Luka's a great player, and he's good to watch as well, but I don't know, entertainment purposes as well for me, like, I don't know what I'm going to get from Curry. Obviously, you don't know what you're going to get from Luka, but
That's
the
fair.
Golden State teams, it's always been fun to watch. They're so fast-paced and, yeah. But
That's
respect, I respect.
So we've all.
Yeah.
Would you put 2?
I
Yeah,
put
Curry.
Steph.
Curry? Yeah, okay, so it's a
But-
clear cut 1 and 2.
It's alright.
Alright, so we'll move on to our 3. What's our 3 at?
I've got Dame.
Dame?
I've
I
got
also have
Shea.
Dame.
I've got Shea.
Shea, wow.
Shea at 3.
Yeah, right.
Yes, he had
Oh.
a bad game, but I'm going before the start of the season. I'm putting Shea at 3. And he's going to elevate that Thunder team to the next level.
Right.
Fair. Yeah, no, he's gonna do bits. But for me, Dame, just all the hype, man. Especially with his debut, putting up nearly 40 piece, based off coming in. I love Dame. I think he will fit in really well. He's got to find his feet, gel with Giannis, and I can't wait to watch him, man. It's gonna be very entertaining.
I suppose I went with Dame for established purposes. He's an established player, and he's just
Yeah.
obviously the numbers. It depends what happens with Giannis and Dame, as we were mentioning before. But I reckon his numbers will slightly go down. But
Yeah.
that doesn't eliminate how good he is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, your reasons are why I put Dame at 4 and put Shea above him. I think going into the season, it should be in Giannis's hands a lot more, and I expected Dame to drop off a bit. Not going to say he's not the greatest player. I've still got him at the 4th PG in the league.
Yeah.
But I think the amount that Shea's going to have the ball in his hands and how good that team is, that's why I've got Shea at 3
Yeah.
over Lillard, who's in my 4. So if you want to go into your 4,
I've got Shea at the 4.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
pretty
I
close.
have not got Shea at the 4.
Oh,
I'm a Thunder
Thunder
fan.
fan.
I'm a Thunder fan. I have not got Shea at the 3 or 4. I've actually got Ja Morant. When he comes back
Okay.
from his suspension, I reckon he's gonna. There is no reason for him not to go crazy.
yeah,
He will be refreshed. Right, he's had an extra break compared to everyone.
yeah.
He's going to be, I'd say, somewhat angry, right?
Yeah.
Because he wants to come back.
He's
He
got
wants
nothing to
play.
lose.
Especially if they keep playing bad.
Yeah.
and then he's got something to prove
That's true.
because now he wants to come back. He wants to bring the team to a higher record. I see.
Exactly.
So, and then I think that's a good opportunity for him as well to show how well he can actually lead a team when he gets back.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about with that, will he have learnt his lesson? Because he got suspended last
Yeah, twice.
season
Mm.
and then went and did it again. All it takes is him to go out on one night and
His season's
his
gone.
season's done. Because 25 game suspension, he got off light.
He did. He
He
got,
got
very
off
low.
light.
He's not the most mature.
And he used his
NBA
apology through ChatGPT.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was
the AI
fun.
wrote it up for him, man.
No, but, I don't know. I don't know if he's matured. I mean, 3 times, that'd be ridiculous. To do that
Yeah.
3 times.
I didn't think he'd do it the second
No, I
time.
didn't think so either, but like, come on, number 3, that's bad. I reckon he might do something else, not doing what he did again, but
You see the reports of him playing a pickup game and bashing a kid as well.
Oh,
Like, it's just not
yeah,
great.
I don't think he has the right attitude.
But I can see where you're coming from because he has something to prove. If
Mm.
he focuses on basketball, he's going to be a great player.
Yeah.
Like, we already know he is.
Yeah.
I definitely think as well, just quickly, the attitude. If, let's say, he just gets into this I don't care attitude anymore, he'd probably be more selfish anyways.
Yeah.
Rack up some more stats. Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, but it just depends what direction he goes in. I think he's always been a good team player on the court, just not off the court.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Alright, so we move on to our 5. This is where it gets a bit tough.
I had Shea.
Yeah, I
I
was
had Shea.
gonna
I had to
say,
put Shea in there.
Yeah,
I was
Shea,
gonna say, if you
that's
had
fair.
Jar, I think Shea's got to be in the
Yeah,
top
Shea's
5.
5 for sure.
And I can understand that. Who do you have at your top 5?
Actually, Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, you think Ben Simmons is going to get MIP over him? And you're
No.
saying he's a top 5 guy in the league.
No, here's my reasoning. Ben's playing all positions, right? So he's doing all of it. But Tyrese Maxey, average East Player of the Week, 36 and 6 he's averaging. He's got so much pressure on his back with Joel and Philly right now, and he's proving everyone wrong. He's scoring the ball like there's no tomorrow. He's doing so much, and I love that. He's not afraid to back down. He's doing it. He's doing it.
I can respect it. Being a Philly fan, I didn't put Maxey up there. My 5th was De'Aaron Fox.
Oh.
He's that guy.
He would have been 6 for me if there was another.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you look at your other point guards, like you got Drew Holiday, honorable mention. I think Trey being a 20 and 10 guy is pretty good, but I just think Fox he runs that Kings team, man. And he puts up the numbers. He's entertaining to watch. He's just all around good. And he played through an injury and pretty much got the dub over the Lakers.
Yeah, I think another honorable mention, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
him.
struggled to start this season though.
He has.
Coming off last season though, but look at that.
Yeah,
All-star, like
being
really good.
being 6'3" and not afraid to just run into a 7-footer and just score a post fade or a hook shot. I think that takes real guts. I love Jalen Brunson.
Do you reckon Luka misses him?
Yes
Like,
and no. Yes, because you do want that player with all the heart and no fear factor.
Yeah.
But also no, because Luka just gets more ball. Right, straight up, he's going to put up 40 points, 50
But does
points.
he with Kyrie? I think Kyrie got more ball than what Jalen Brunson did in Dallas.
Yeah, no, true, but I think Luka. No, I think there's yes and no factor.
Yeah.
I think, but Jalen Brunson was a good player in Mavs. He just didn't get a lot. I think he's getting more ball in New York now, but I think Jalen Brunson, it was a good move, but I think Jalen Brunson's very entertaining for me. So
Honorable mention.
yeah,
Yep. So we had pretty much the same 1-2, just different orders.
Yeah.
3-4 was similar except your Jar, and then
Yeah,
our
Jar.
5s were all a bit.
bit
different.
everywhere.
But yeah, I respect De'Aaron Fox's game, so that's why I had him at 5.
Hey guys, Travis here. Just found a bunch of audio that was cut off while I was editing. So I just want to let you all know that we have the rest of the top 5 position list coming soon, as we need to re-record to get it all done. So sorry for the issue. Stay tuned. There's some cool stuff to come which will be nice and mint. And yeah, see you later. Goodbye.